While your Instagram lives are sounding like this.
Man, that sound garbage, bro.
Mine are sounding like this.
Wait till the bass hits, bro. Yeah, even the mic sound good. You got the computer and the mic.
You guys saw in that example, I showed you how I inputted sound from my computer and a microphone and still be able to listen to my iPhone all at the same time. This setup could be used for live streaming or even sending a perfect quality video through Snapchat or any recording device. I use this setup for Instagram Live so I get professional sounding quality to my audience. Alright, so for this tutorial you're going to need this Y cable shown in my other tutorials. It's specifically a TRRS male input to two female TRS outputs. One so you can listen to your iPhone, and the other one is so you can input your microphone sound. So the next cable you're going to need is a TRS male aux input that splits into a left mono 1/4 inch jack and a right mono 1/4 inch jack. This cable will go to your audio interface and then into the Y cable to import sound coming out of your audio interface into your iPhone. Next, you're going to need an audio interface. I have a Behringer UMC 204 HD, but any audio interface works as long as it has main outputs, which they should, and inputs for a microphone, and maybe a headphone jack like on the bottom right. Also, all audio interfaces come with a cable that plugs into your computer. So this cable is plugging directly into my audio interface right here. So the sound from my computer is going into my audio interface. You're going to need a microphone that will be able to plug into your audio interface. I'm using an XLR mic, which is plugging into the input of my audio interface. You're also going to need some earbuds or headphones that has specifically TRS, so only 3 sleeves, so it could go into the Y cable that I suggested. If you're an iPhone user, you're going to need one of these Lightning to auxiliary female outputs. Another side thing that you might want to put into this whole setup is having a microphone that plugs into your audio interface. This allows you to monitor your levels before they go into your iPhone. So I could make sure the gain is correct on my microphone, or I could make sure the sound on my computer is all leveled correctly before it goes into my microphone. But for the audio interface that I have to have a 1/4 inch jack headphones. So the headphones that I'm using is the Sennheiser's HD600. They work fine. They're just mixing headphones. So overall, the way we're having this set up is the music or the audio coming from my computer is going into my audio interface. My microphone is going into my audio interface, and then I'm taking my audio interface, the main outputs that don't have anything in right now, is going to go out into my iPhone through the Y cable and then the adapter. The reason it works is because the microphone part is acting as an input, and your iPhone is going to think, oh, it's inputting a microphone signal, but actually you're inputting all your sound coming from your audio interface into your iPhone. Alright, so to set it all up, we take the USB, it comes from our audio interface into the computer. Then the other side of the USB goes into your audio interface. Then you can take your microphone or XLR microphone or whatever input that goes into your audio interface. Then you take the cable, this is the Y cable that I showed you, coming from, this is going to go into your main outputs of your audio interface. So black is left and red is right. So then all of this is going to go into the microphone part of the Y cable. And then this speaker part is how you're going to hear your iPhone. So when you're doing interviews, you can still hear the person that's talking from your iPhone. So then that's where your earbuds are going to go. And make sure your earbuds are TRS, because that's for the Y cable we have. And then lastly, you're going to take your lightning adapter, plug it in, and then all the sound coming from your audio interface is now going to go directly into your iPhone. Just as a side note, I still have my monitor speakers running through my interface. It's just going through my playback outputs instead of my main outputs, because that's where the cable going into the iPhone is going now. So on the computer side of things, you're going to want to make sure your audio output is going through your audio interface. So what I have going right now is my Behringer UMC 204, and I'm just going to click that and make sure the levels are correct. So if you're going to want to set this up using FL Studio or any other DAW, you're going to want to open up FL Studio and then go to options at the top left, audio, and then you see your device. You're going to want to select your driver that is meant for your ASIO driver that's meant for your audio interface. You can find these drivers just looking it up on Google, looking up, like for me, I'd say Behringer UMC 204 drivers, and I'd select the one for my computer. But you're just going to want to click the ASIO UMC or whatever audio interface driver you have. Now all your sound is going to go out of your computer into the audio interface. So the reason this setup is so important is so anybody who's listening to your music or your beats through your iPhone is now getting the best quality possible into their iPhone. So they could be listening through their AirPods and it sounds like it's coming through Spotify or Tidal or SoundCloud. Doesn't sound like I'm just putting a microphone up to my speakers and just blasting, because all you're gonna get is just bass, and it's just gonna drown out any other sound that you want to put. And then the microphone part, that's just so you can also talk to whoever you're showing the beat at the same time as you playing your music. Now I'm using this setup to Snapchat anyone perfect quality beats to any artist. I could also use this. I'm also using this setup for Instagram Live, so people can hear perfect quality sound when they're listening to my music, because you don't want people to hear bad quality music. You want to hear the best quality that you can give them. If you just want to stream through your computer, like using Twitch, it's a much easier process. You just have to look that up there's plenty of tutorials online on how to do that. But this setup is just for the iPhone, which it took like some wire hacking to do, you know? You can use this also for any other iPhone streaming services, such as Facebook Live. You can use it for Twitch. You could use it for Periscope. Any other iPhone streaming services. So if you guys need any help with this tutorial or any comments or questions, leave it all in the comments. I also have other tutorials explaining the differences between the terms I'm using, TRS and TRRS aux inputs. Those are also going to be in the description. All my socials will be linked in the description. If you guys want to collab on any music, need help on mixing, mastering, I'll have other tutorials later on how to do that stuff. Make sure you check out my music and subscribe for more tutorials and audio videos.